Alright, so the 8th anniversary is upon us, and I think it's that time once again to be doing some predictions. We did just get a Zenkai announcement for the Godbind Goku, and that pretty much, I decided to do it now. I knew he was getting a Zenkai. I knew I would wait until see what he gets, so I can pretty much like assure myself what my think part 1's going to be. But part 2 and part 3 I think are going to be different than a lot of people's part 2 and part 3s. But yeah, let's hop right into the video, man. Alright, so part 1, I mean, Godbind Goku saying God Ki. Sagas from the movies, Broly movie, Gogeta Blue. I mean, come on. I mean, y'all already knew probably that was coming. Gogeta Blue definitely I could see happening, especially with the new Legend rarity. He doesn't even need to do anything crazy because the new Legend rarity he could be standalone. He doesn't have to be transforming. I mean, it'd be cool if he's transforming. He doesn't do any of that. But Gogeta Blue definitely, it's been 2 years now, so he's definitely on the table to be getting a new character. But I feel like it's obvious to y'all. But the main one that I want to talk about for part 1 is Broly. Man, oh man, Broly. This guy has been disrespected so hard that it's actually kind of disgusting. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's kind of disgusting. It's been since 2020 since we got a DBS Broly. And if the past celebrations they've been doing themed things, like for example Legend Fest 2025 they did the Janemba movie. 7th anniversary they did Saiyan Saga and Torment of Power. So, or even Ultra, the Ultras were Frieza Saga. So if they're gonna do a theme thing, most likely Gogeta Blue and Broly just make sense, right? And Broly also could be standalone at this point. It's been 6 years. Like he could be standalone even more so than Gogeta, because it's been 6 years. I can't even believe I'm saying that. It's been 6 years. 6 years ago, I was 12 years old. To put that in perspective, I was 12 years old, dude. Unbelievable. But he could have some transforming mechanic or anything like that. But like the main thing I really want to see from this is a clash animation that shatters the dimension. If they do that, that'll be probably one of the best decisions Legends ever made. One of the best animated things ever for Legends, I think. Honestly, that would there would be something falling down my pants. Let's tell you that right now. But yeah, that's my part 1 predictions. I quickly want to go through those because I feel like this is the most obvious one. But part 2 and part 3 definitely gonna be a little different. Alright, for part 2, this is definitely something unexpected. But we have Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan 3 End of Z Goku. This character definitely needs some representation. It's been a long time. I think he's one of the oldest LFs ever. So definitely getting him as a character in this game again will be amazing. He's definitely anniversary worthy. A lot of people are saying he needs an Ultra. I do agree with that, but I also think that he would be better as having a legendary finish. You know, I don't think him just having some animation or anything like that, like regular animation without an LF would be the greatest. Because I mean, I don't know, they give him some like Spirit Bomb mechanic on Ultra. I don't know, but I think a legendary finish as a Spirit Bomb would just be much better. And then paired alongside is Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu could be like a perfect, just like LF animation for Goku to LF Kid Buu or something like that. Or I don't know, they'll have a clash as well. They possibly have the clash. I don't know which one, like Goku bit him or something. They could do something like that. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, I think part 2 would be very good. I like when they theme these anniversary and festivals. I think it's pretty I like when they do that. So having Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu together would be nice. And Kid Buu, they could do like literally anything with him. Kid Buu definitely would be pretty cool, especially with the meta we have a good amount of powerful opponents. So having another one would be decent, and I think it would just widen up the meta. You know what I mean? It would just make it more broad than it already is. I mean, the meta right now is decently broad. I mean, I'm a serious Legends player, so I know it's decently broad. You can run a good amount of characters right now, even though it feels like Goku Black and Bardock in every match. You still could run a decent amount of other characters because I personally am. I'm running the G4s, the G4s, not G4s, the 4s. So, you know, but that's besides the point. This is the predictions, man. What the hell am I talking about? I'm getting off track here. But yeah, the part 2, honestly, part 2 could really be anything, which is why I just brought up like this random Blue Saga stuff. But it could also even be Daima, you know. But we'll see, you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't really necessarily know what mechanics will give him. They could also, like I said, for like Super Saiyan 3, they could give him like a Spirit Bomb mechanic. But the one caveat to that is that I would want that to be his LF as well. Maybe they'll give him Preparation Mode. Maybe that's what they'll do. I could actually, that'll be pretty cool. Preparation Mode, Super Saiyan 3, Legend of Goku. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, Part 2 is definitely an interesting one. I was going back. Part 2 was very hard for me to figure out. Like what I would want, but just because there's so many things. It could be so many things, but yeah, let's move on to Part 3. Alright, so this is going to be, I mean, this is kind of tossed around in the community a little bit. I think Part 3, what I'm about to say here, is actually Adult Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, I know y'all thought it was probably weird that Part 2 didn't have any Daima in it or anything like that. Part 3 is the reason why. I think it's a little bit weird that we don't have an Ultra for Daima yet. I think they easily could have made the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku last year in Ultra. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that, because it's a very, very hype moment, you know what I mean? But, yeah, and I think, obviously, I hope and I pray that they won't restrict this Ultra 4 Goku, because Daima as a whole right now is not very good. They'll have to buff. Well, I don't know how you'll feel about this, but they'll have to buff a Daima character. Hopefully not Duraku. But they'll have to buff some other Daima characters. I could see them maybe even buffing the new Legend Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It's possible. It's possible, you know. But hopefully no restrictions, because I purposely put Sun Family and Saiyan on both the parts, you know. So he'll probably have like a Saiyan C ability, something like Daima, all that stuff. But yeah, Daima Ultra Super Saiyan, Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I could also see Mini. Mini I could definitely also see. But the thing with Mini is that I don't know if he's ultra worthy, because well, he definitely is ultra worthy, but for the Part 3, I'm not entirely sure, you know. But definitely would be a very interesting character. I'm just, the reason why I'm also not saying Goma is because I'm just not entirely sure 100% if they're able to get him in the game. I think they can. It's just, I don't know if they necessarily want to, or if it's actually, if it's even possible. Who knows? They might just be too big. He generally just might be too big, for all we know. But yeah, Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku for Part 3. But yeah, that's basically my predictions. I didn't want to make this too long, because I know a lot of people are going like massive detail, but it's called the unpredictable anniversary. So I mean, who knows what they're gonna bring to the table, man? I feel like it's gonna be very unpredictable, like what mechanics will bring. It's just very hard. There's so many things they could do. So be excited for it. I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys think of this prediction video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.